Namaste. First of all, thank you for inviting me to Rashtra I think it's a wonderful concept and idea, and so important for today's times that the youth who are going to take up leadership roles in future become rooted in the idea of Rashtra. And towards that effort, it was a wonderful event and program. It was a learning experience for me as well, not just from the speakers, but also from the students and the enthusiastic questions that they had. So I hope that there would be many more such sessions that happen. And I also hope that Rishihood itself grows in numbers, because I see this as an absolute need of the hour, to have the young leaders being rooted in the knowledge of the Bharatiya Jnana Parampara. I've always had this conflicting thought in my mind about how those who become leaders are actually studying leadership and its basic philosophy and essence and way of working outside the country. As a result, they're often very cut off from the culture, the civilization of Bharat. So when Rashtram has a course like this, I think it is so much required and the need of the hour, so that the leaders of tomorrow are marinated in the civilizational, cultural ethos of this land. Leadership is a huge responsibility. It is not about holding a certain position or an office. It is about becoming a mother to so many people who depend on you to make the right decision. So shouldn't leadership schools equip the future leaders with all the knowledge that is required for them to come into this role? And that is what this particular course in Rashtram is doing. I wish them the very best, and I hope that many more youngsters from Bharat understand the relevance of being rooted in the civilizational history of this land and take to such a course before they take up leadership roles, whether it is in India or elsewhere as well. When we say a leader needs to be civilizationally assured or aware, for us, when we look at the Jnana Parampara of this Bharat and of this land, it is so important that in this day and age, those who are in positions of leadership understand not just our Itihasa and Purana, but also our Vidyas and Jnana. All the knowledge that is contained in the texts, which we call Shastras, it's extremely important for all of us to be soaked in that knowledge, so that naturally we act from that space. We have reached a point in history where all our practices, our traditions, our culture is being questioned. And majority of us are not in a position to answer that, because we have lost the systems that taught these Jnana Parampara or passed it on from generation to generation. So we are literally starting from scratch. And universities such as this and courses such as this are one of the first people who are officially beginning to teach. There's always this question of, yes, we all need to understand and learn Bharatiya Jnana Parampara. But the thing is, who will teach? Do we have enough teachers? How do we make it official? The method of Guru Shishya Parampara, which is how this knowledge was passed down, is no longer there. So under such circumstances, it becomes all the more important that Rishihood and many more places like Rishihood comes into being. Today we may not fully realize the need for it, but a decade down the line, I'm sure we will all value the initial investments that have been made today, and we will be able to look back and be grateful that a few people who thought right took the decision of starting such initiatives here. I wish them all the best, and I hope they thrive.